Now I'm going to do number 14 from Chapter 5 review. Y is directly proportional to x. Write a direct proportion equation that relates x and y. So in a direct proportion equation, I want the y equals k times x. Okay, so in this situation, what I need to find is k. Okay, so k, I know, is equal to y divided by x. Okay, so if you look at the table here, you have one pair of numbers that you can use to do y divided by x. So I'm going to take those numbers and I'm going to plug them in. Okay, so I'm going to do k is equal to 2.5 divided by 5. Okay, that's better. K is equal to 2.5 divided by 5. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the steps out. So I'm going to do 2.5 divided by 5. Okay, to bring that decimal up. 5 goes into 2 0 times, so minus 0. Bring down the 2, bring down the 5. 5 goes into 25 5 times. So k is equal to 0.5, which is 5/10, or 1/2. Okay, now that I know what k is equal to, I'll just move this out of the way over here. Okay, I'm going to plug it back into my original equation. So my original equation without plugging in is y is equal to k times x. If I know that k is 1/2 or 0.5, I'm going to say y is equal to 0.5x. So that there represents my direct proportion equation relating x and y. I've written the equation y is equal to 5/10 x or 0.5 times x. I can use this to find the missing values. So I first look at the table and determine what's missing. Okay, so if you look up here, you have 3. You have x is equal to 3. You don't have y. So in my equation, I'm now going to substitute where x is. I'm going to put 3. So I'm going to do y. Oops, let's get rid of that. That's too thick. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go y is equal to 5/10 times 3. 3 because the table tells me x is equal to 3. So I'm going to get y is equal to 0.5 times 3, or 5/10 times 3. So let's do the multiplication out. 3 times 5 is 15. And I got to put the decimal place in. So y is equal to 1 and 5/10, or 1.5. Okay. Now I need to do the same thing. Let's move that over a little bit here. And let's get rid of that. So I just want to move that out of the way so it's not distracting. Now I have to look at the next part, okay? So in this case, I don't know x, but I know y. So I can use my same equation. Y is equal to 5/10 x, but this time instead of plugging in a value for x, I'm going to plug a value in for y. In this case, I'm going to plug in 3 because it says y is equal to 3. So I'm going to put my 3 where y is equal to 5/10 times x. Okay, I'm going to divide both sides by 5/10. And I'm going to get 3 over 5/10, which I'm then going to simplify so it's easy to work with. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 divided by 5/10. So move the decimal over, add a 0. 5 goes into 36 times. So I get x is equal to 6. Now if I want to check it, right, I can go y is equal to 0.5 times 6, which is y is equal to 3.0, which is 3. And that's what it is in the table. And that's how you solve number 14.